Hello, fellow Biafrans all over the world. I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location. My people, I am here once more today for us to have a very brief update and a quick interaction about matters that touches and concerns our nation Biafra. Join me, my people, for us to continue. Wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. It is our civic right. It is our fundamental human right to be free. Therefore, my people, we must exercise that. But before I go ahead, my people, I have to pray. Father, Lord, merciful God, I thank and glorify your holy name. Almighty God, the creator of heaven and earth, I glorify your name. I adore you. I serve you. I glorify your name. Please, Lord, join us Biafrans to achieve our nation coming, the rising sun in Africa, the wonderful nation in Africa called Biafra. Father, Lord, please touch the heart of those detaining our leader to release him. Father, Lord, what you cannot do does not exist. I implore your help and your presence to protect our indomitable Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, wherever he goes, wherever he stays, wherever he lives. Father, guide him with your angels. Guide all Biafrans all over the world and protect us. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So, my people, join me today for us to discuss a new development. You all know that as we are agitating to leave the zoo, that our lovely families are still trapped in Nigeria. And we have to do everything that is humanly possible to ensure of their welfare and their security. So there's a new development, and I have come here to discuss it with you all and to let some of you know what is going on, and from there we move. I am so happy and very elated that we have barely 6 months or 5 months now till 2nd of December when Biafra will be declared. So my people, before I continue, I have to play our national anthem.
Without a shred of fear, held to all our movements, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to reach the humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make design a land of righteousness. All hail Biafra.
Hello, my wonderful people, fellow Biafrans all over the world. You have heard it. All hail Biafra. I am here today, my people, according to what our national anthem said. We must defend our land or we shall all perish. Hello, Ephraim. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I am just starting. As we can hear the wonderful sister that sang our national anthem. The national anthem said that we must all defend our land or we shall perish. Today, what is going on? There's a very new update from our Prime Minister. It is imperative that anything that is going on, we should let Biafrans know. We all know that our enemies, the Fulanis in Nigeria government, they are not giving up. When Buhari was there, Buhari said that it was Ruga. And when you interpret Ruga in the Fulani language, you will understand that what Ruga meant is bring your land or you die. And they started, Buhari and Shetima and the rest of them, Gumi and all of them, that are terrorizing the whole nation. My people, Ruga started as if it were a joke. It wasn't a joke at all. Gradually, the terrorism spread across the nation, and their target was finally reached, called Southeast, Biafraland. They will tell you, oh, it's ESN. Now, we don't have ESN anymore because since our Prime Minister and Biafra government in exile took over. 1 minute. Since they took over, they merged ESN with Biafra Liberation Army. They will tell you ASN, they are the ones causing trouble. My people, no human being that is not mad or insane will go and buy a gun to defend himself and will turn it on his people. This is one of the Fulani propagandas that the world is not buying from them, because their name is already there in the list of terrorists all over the world. They will terrorize our people, tell you that it's farmer-header clash. Now they formed, Buhari's era has gone. The reason why Buhari brought our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, It's because of this terrorism that is going on now. Our leader waited for the Southeast governors, like the Yoruba counterparts. They formed Omoteko in Yorubaland. They never formed anything. Onyendu decided to form ESN, give them gun, and Buhari said that they should hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Southeast governors, the obedient servants of the Fulanis, they contributed money because Governor Wike openly confessed that they all contributed that 100 million that they gave to the DOS, and the Jiofo, they sold Onyendu because Onyendu was standing on their way, using the ESN to stop them. Today, everybody is crying for hunger in the zoo. But why Onyendu formed ESN was to protect our borders and the farmland so that people can go and farm. Because Nigeria, as rich as Nigeria is, they can't give people benefit for elders or for the widows or for the less privileged. Rather, they will use the money to go and buy oil. The remaining one, they will bank it in their overseas account. This is exactly what goes on in Nigeria. For those foreigners who may be watching this video, they are all criminals. They lie so much. They believe in criminality. A Fulani man can never go without killing. Therefore, they are fighting to maintain our oil so that they will always be buying weapons. They don't believe in development because Nigeria has deteriorated so much since the Biafrans have left Nigeria. We have, because the government in homeland is what Biafrans listen to. Nigeria government failed them woefully in all aspects. They kill them in the farm. They marginalize them. They don't include them in anything. No roads for them. No hospital for Biafrans. No schools. The few schools that are working in Biafraland, they ban them from teaching history. They are just, I don't know the right and the correct adjective to qualify what is going on in that country. So my people, they started Ruga to take over people's land. That one, I don't know whether it died down. People started agitating. That's why they are killing people from Benue in their thousands. Now what they have turned around is to tell you that they want to create Ministry of Livestock for Mietiala people. Everything is for Fulanis in another man's country, in another man's land. These people should go back to North Africa. That's where they came from. And stop disturbing the peace of the people of West Africa, where we found ourselves. The Fulanis can never devise any good means or any good structure for the people. Their administration is always by force, to take your land by force, to kill people by force, take your life by force. Everything about the Fulanis is force, force, force. That's why the Arabs drove them away and sent them to Africa, because they are Arabians originally. They have coily hair, narrow nose like the Arabs. They went to North Africa. North Africans drove them away because of their violent nature. Usman Dan Fodio brought them to West Africa and landed in Nigeria. They should keep their Nigeria, but leave our people alone. Now they are talking about livestock ministry for Mieti Allah, Fulanese. Then our PM this morning, this is what he wrote. He said, with the so-called livestock ministry, the Biafra government is considering ban and eviction of all cows and their accompanying terrorists parading as headsmen in Biafra territory. The final resolution will be passed during the next cabinet meeting because we now have our government. He continued, the ban, if approved by the cabinet, will be enforced in the 40 United States of Biafra, of the Biafra to safeguard our women and our children from the terrorists. So my people, you know, as I said earlier on, that these people, when they try this, it's not working. They will try another one. It won't work. They will turn over just like this, trying a way of eliminating the people they came to meet in their home and ancestral land. I've never seen terrible human beings like the Fulanese. They can never give you peace. Since 200 years ago, they came to that part of West Africa. They have never rested. In 1953, they pied people. 1959, they pied people until they started talking about independence in 1960. This independence was granted them by the British government that colonized that part of the world. 1963, they started buying people using the military, exactly the same way they are doing now. 1966, the military said, we can no longer take this from these Fulanese. Usman Dan Fodio and alumni program. Usman Dan Fodio and Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. These men were using the military then to destroy the lives of our people. I'm on program. Are you joining?
My sister from another mother.
Yes, I'm on a program. Are you joining us?
In a line?
Yes. Do you want to speak to Biafrans?
Okay, that will be fine. I think I'm my happy birthday.
Okay. All right. I will talk to you because I'm in the middle of the program now.
Okay.
Join her. So my people, sorry about that. Today is my son's birthday and some friends are calling to wish him happy birthday. They are the future Biafrans and I thank God for today. So my people, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the call. My apologies. These people came and then we are using military. Today, the same Fulani, the descendants of Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa, they are still using military to kill people in the zoo. The military decided that enough is enough. That was what gave rise to 1967 Declaration of Biafra. Now, the same people again. We can no longer continue staying there. We are not warmongers. We Biafrans. We love development. We work hard. We love life. and we want to live life in abundance. As our Lord Jesus Christ said, we are predominantly Christians. They should leave us alone. They should leave us alone. If you go there in John chapter 10, verse 9, Jesus Christ said, I am the door. If anyone enters in me, they will be saved. They will go in and out, and they will find pastures. The thieves cometh not, but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But I have come that you might have life, and that you might have it abundantly. So, my people, our Lord Jesus Christ, as Christians, he said it. He promised us life in abundance. Thank you, my sister, for joining. Hello, Chinyere. Thank you for joining. You see, we are predominantly Christians. And as I have said, in this John chapter 10, verse 9, Jesus Christ said, I have come that you might have life and have it abundantly. So we Biafrans, we are not warmongers. We are only defending ourselves. And defense is legal, is there enshrined in the law. Certain articles provided for freedom and liberty. And that is what we Biafrans want. But as these people are warriors, thank you. Yes, Biafra Mass Exodus 2024, hashtag. Yes, that is it. Thank you so much, Chinyere. Thank you. Our PM said it, that with this one they have brought now, I think these people, they are not resting. They like to fight wars. Our PM said here, with the so-called livestock ministry, the Biafra government is considering ban and eviction of all cows and their accompanying terrorists parading as herdsmen in Biafra territory. So, my people, this is what he wrote today, that he is going to discuss this with his cabinet ministers. And if it is confirmed, it will take effect in the 40 states of Biafra, the United States of Biafra. This is tweeted today by our PM. You all will agree with me that this is another way of Ruga. Fulani, they never rest. We should fight tooth and nail to maintain our Biafra-ness. We must maintain Biafra. My brother and one of our Breji media teams, Odinanwa, popularly known as Biafra Unite. He has something to say, and I want to play his voice.
In details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 10th of July 2024, and I have a video for you. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, the federal government of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, led by one drug lord, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has created what they called Ministry of Livestock and Development in disguise, which is, of course, Ministry of Cows and Terrorism. Now, I have a video for you, which I will be playing before the end of this very broadcast, so I want you to pay very good attention as we dissect this very information, and then I will tell you how it all began, where this very idea came from. Then I will play the video for you. So please, my people, I want us to read this very information together. And as you can see on your screen, I will be reading from Sahara Reporters. And this is what their headline says. Breaking. Tinubu government creates Ministry of Livestock Development to address headers/farmers conflict. Point of correction. I have been saying this all along. There is nothing like headers/farmers crisis or conflict or whatsoever. Because this is what they created. They made it look as if there is a crisis between Fulani herdsmen terrorists and innocent farmers, especially in the Middle Belt. This is what they created. Headers/farmers conflict. There is nothing like conflict. The last time I checked, farmers do not go to farm with AK-47 or assault rifles. Farmers only go to the farm with, nog.
My people, let me show you a video here now where these Fulani people are in somebody's corn farm. We all know that corn, it has a multi-purpose. You can either roast a corn or you boil it. Or you can use corn to form starch. Look at it. The way they will come to somebody's farm. They will come to somebody's farm and they will be using knife to cut somebody's corn for their cows to be feeding on. And these cows, this corn, as you all know, is people's crops. Some of them, they will sell it to buy food to eat. But look at this, the one they call headers. You see the way they are fighting our people. This thing was displayed this morning. Just watch. Somebody's corn.
C'est le traitement qu'il faut ici. Et on
Have you seen it? And the other one has AK-47. Let me take it back a bit. Watch it. Watch him with gun. And they will tell you it's farmer header class.
Et on rase.
Have you seen it? You see, somebody who is rearing cattle, but he has AK-47 in our land. And any human being will think that Biafrans will continue with this for the rest of their lives. It's impossible. Look at it. My people, you have all seen it. I was reading this morning, Vanguard newspaper. It was the man called Wandume or Dume, the House of Assembly leader or minister, whatever his position. I'm not interested. He was talking about Tinubu, that nobody sees Tinubu, nobody is allowed to see him, that they don't know whether he's alive or dead, that they will be asked not to come in, but to go and write what their concerns are and bring the paper, that he doesn't know that hunger is in Nigeria. But look at somebody's farm. Why wouldn't there be hunger in Nigeria? Look at somebody's crop. a whole corn farm. They have knife, they have gun. If you think that this will go down well with the owner of the farm, if the owner of this farm comes to meet these people, they have knife, they have gun, what do you expect will happen? That is the zoo. We expose this type of thing because we want the world to know that this is the kind of people we live with, the kind of thing we have been going through for ages. And with this kind of thing, when you show it to the world, they will know, because our, what is it called? Our people who will recognize Biafra, the time is coming, and these are the kind of things they need to see, to know what our people go through. Those who will recognize us will consider all this as the way our people are being treated. Look at them with guns in somebody's farm. What's the point of cutting someone's farm and crops down? This is what you see, this is what we go through in Biafraland. Let's continue to listen to Odinanwa.
That is what we call it in Igbo language. Ogo Ejiakolo. With chovels. And these chovels is strictly for farming. Not for, not for war. But these Fulani herdsmen terrorists invade their lands and their communities, ransack them with AK-47, slaughter innocent people, innocent citizens. And you came here to call it header/farmers conflict. How is it a conflict? How can you clash with somebody with AK-47 when you are holding only shovel for your farm, for your farming duties? And the zoo media that has been bribed to stupor will come to the pages of newspaper and write headers/farmers conflict, headers/farmers clashes. How do you clash with somebody with AK-47 assault rifles?
You know why they call it farmer headers clash? They call it farmer header clash because UN and other world peace organizations, which this evil zoo are party to or signatory to, they sign their treaty. When they come to stop what is going on in Nigeria, they will tell them, no, don't worry. It is a brother and brother fight, farmers and headers. And they will go back. Because when the man of United Nations came to the zoo in 2023, he went to the north. That's exactly what they told him. And he turned back. Because they do come. But with this kind of video, when they see it, they will know that is beyond header farmer clash. All over the world, in America, in England, in Germany, in Turkey, even in Russia, all over the world, in Israel, every of these nations, they plant corn. They have corn farm. But look at the way this man was busy cutting people's corn. You cannot take your cows to the field to feed, but you will take them to people's farm looking for trouble. Because when you are going to somebody's house with gun and knife, which they have here, I showed it, you know that you are looking for trouble, obviously.
That's why, even as much as I try to stop calling them zoo gutter media, but when I see the way they write, the way they report, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed. Now, they said the establishment of the ministry seeks to address the long-standing conflict between herders and farmers, an issue particularly prevalent in Benue State. You see, this is what they want you to believe. How many of you, I want you to comment in the comment section, how many of you have had me several times calling the one they called Gumi, Minister of Terrorism? Have you heard me call Gumi the Minister of Terrorism of the Zoological Republic? Have you heard me say several times that it is only in the zoo that you have terrorist minister and minister of terrorism? Have you heard me say it is only in the zoo that you have Ministry of Terrorism? I have been shouting this all along, and today it has come to existence. And I will show you how Tinubu managed to create this ministry, and very soon they are going to appoint the minister. And it might, don't be surprised if they give it to Gumi. Don't be surprised if they give it to Gumi. Now they said, President Bola Tinubu's administration has approved the creation of a new ministry, the Ministry of Livestock Development. Remember, there is what they call Ministry of Agriculture. There is Ministry of Agriculture in the zoo, which is normal because everywhere in the world you have Ministry of Agriculture. I stand to be corrected. Now, this so-called livestock is under farming or agriculture. This so-called livestock that they are using now to confuse the gullible is under farming. Because when you talk about farming, you have animal husbandry, which is inside farming. You also have farming for, crops and other, eatable items. They are all within the Ministry of Agriculture, including this so-called livestock. So, but this one is strictly created for Fulani herdsmen terrorists. That's why I told you, don't be surprised if they give it to Gumi as the minister. Now, they said, the establishment of the ministry seeks to address the long-standing conflict between herders and farmers, an issue particularly prevalent in Benue State. This development was unveiled at the Presidential Villa during the launch of the Presidential Committee on Livestock Reforms, signaling a significant step towards resolving this persistent challenge. Mad people everywhere. In a dramatic scene in June, Senate President Godswin Akpabio vehemently asserted that cows do not hold citizenship in Nigeria amid intense opposition from northern senators who resisted efforts to prohibit open grazing in the country. A widely circulated video captured the intense debate and passionate exchanges that characterized the session in the upper chamber. They were debating whether cows should be given citizenship or not.
Yes, my people, I will look for the video and show you. These people were advocating for their cows to be made citizens in Nigeria. Can you imagine that? People who they don't have value for human lives, but they will tell you that they can die for their cows. No value for human lives. I have that video somewhere here. Let me find it and show you people so that everything we are saying is in line, because there is no way that we Biafrans will be tolerating these people this much.
Cows are not citizens of Nigeria. So,
have you heard it? That cows are not citizens of Nigeria. Look at it. It was one of the senators, the Fulani senators, because in the House of Rep, they will put their people in great number so that they will dominate any proposal or any law that is passed. They will be there to make it work. So this one, Akpabio, one of the stooges of the Fulanis, he could not contend this. Let me start it again. Listen to him. One of them proposed for a cow to be made a citizen, whereas the real human beings that are citizens of that country are dying of hunger. They don't care about them.
Cows are not citizens of Nigeria. So,
Mr. President, cows are not citizens of Nigeria, but
you didn't hear what I said.
citizens of Nigeria.
Senator Adele, are you arguing with me?
No,
I said cows are not citizens. The section you are referring to is talking about citizens of Nigeria.
Yes.
And cows are not citizens of Nigeria.
Cows
Can come in from Niger. They can come in from Chad, anywhere. But cows are not citizens. So your point of order is noted, but rejected. You want to make a...
My people, you see, I like coming here with evidence of what is going on in that country, so that not only the Biafrans and other people like the Oduduwans, our brothers, and other Africans, then the outside world, to listen to what human beings, Fulanis, the way they are managing that country. And they want human beings like us to accept, oh my God, the way these people are treating us is, I don't know, I'm sure God is reeling wherever he is, watching these criminals destroying our lives.
Only in the zoo. That's why we call it a zoo. Only in the zoo that the so-called upper chamber, Senate, the Senate of the country, debating whether cows should be given citizenship right or not. Hello, my people. Only in the zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom would you see such nonsense. Only in the zoo. They left what they should.
Hello, my brother Anthony. Thank you so much for joining. He said, hello, my sister. Good afternoon from Chile and South America. God bless you and your lovely family. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Debating about how to better the lives of the so-called citizens. And they are debating whether cows should be given citizenship right or not. That happens in a place where you have animals in the government, where you have animals in human shape parading themselves as the government officials. They are debating whether cows should be given the right as citizens. And you want somebody like me or the Nanwa to be involved, to be among those that reason this way. It is impossible. Biafrans we are living, whether they like it or not. We'll fight our way out of this very mess,
yes,
which we are doing already, and they are feeling the heat. Now they say the proposed legislation aims to ban open grazing across the country and instead establish a framework for the creation and management of ranches, promoting sustainable practices and reducing conflict between herders and farmers. The bill outlines specific guidelines and regulations to ensure the peaceful coexistence of both parties and foster a more organized and modern approach to livestock management. Now, this is for the creation of this Ministry of Cows and Terrorism, which we have already seen. Now, let me now bust your bubbles. Let me show you that Tinubu is actually there to do the biddings of Fulani terrorists, or should I say Fulani, oligarchy or Fulani hegemony, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is from Daily Post, and this is the title of this very article. They said, we want Ministry of Livestock Development, Mieti Allah. Mieti Allah, look at the date. Published on June 23rd, 2024, just last month, not even up to 1 month, just 3 weeks ago. Mieti Allah, remember, this same Mieti Allah is the same organization that the chairman was just released a couple of weeks ago because of terrorism. He was arrested and charged for terrorism because the organization that he leads has been classified as the 4th most dangerous terrorist groups in the world by the World Terror Index. So,
yes, my people, as my colleague Biafra United, you all know that this very Mietiala leader was released recently. And when this very man was charged, he was charged of terrorism, just the same charge as they gave to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They entered the nulli prosequi and discharged him. You know, in law, they use all these medieval languages. Nulli prosequi means when the government of the land or the state has a case against someone and they don't want that case to continue, they will apply the order of nulli prosequi, that they no longer want to continue with the case, and they will discharge the defendant or whoever they are bringing an action against. They discharged this man last month and he left, and they are still detaining our leader. So the partial treatment of other tribes in that zoo fund, and our own is the worst, because we Biafrans, we are always the target, just because of the blessing that God gave us, that we are the milk and honey that is flowing for Nigeria and for their foreign friends or foreign allies, that they don't want to leave us alone. But this freedom, we are fighting for it, and we must fight for it till the end. I know that everything will all end in praise, because God gave us that land. We are not stealing the land from anyone. We are not. You see, when you are in a problem like this, to bring yourself out is another thing. These and many more are the reasons why we should be contributing to support our Prime Minister. So, my people, when we are showing the video speaks volumes. It will be giving you different ideas at the same time. One idea is that, for instance, the one I showed now, where a Fulani member of House of Assembly was proposing for a cow to be given citizenship. That shows you how they think, their mentality. And let me show it again, because analytically is
on the debate.
good.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You see?
But I'm against the idea of restricting movement of Nigerians from one state to another.
No, that would not happen.
Right now,
Cows are not citizens of Nigeria. So,
Mr. President, cows are not citizens of Nigeria.
Senator Aderu, are you arguing with me?
No,
I said cows are not citizens. The section you are referring to is talking about citizens of Nigeria.
Yes.
And cows are not citizens of Nigeria.
But
cows they can come from Chad anywhere, but cows are not citizens.
Wrong.
So your point of order is noted, but rejected. You want to make contribution on the debate? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm against the idea of restricting movement of Nigerians from one state to another.
No, that would not happen.
Right now, citizens of Nigeria are allowed to move from one state to another to establish business without any hindrance whatsoever.
It affects everywhere in Nigeria.
Yes.
Nobody can restrict movement.
Citizens of Nigeria, they can move to North Central, Northwest, Northeast, south and establish their business without
They can do so, but not with AK-47.
Yeah. No.
You have all heard it. Not with AK-47, but the video I showed of the people in the corn farm, they have AK-47, they have knife.
I'm not talking about criminals.
You don't understand. You just say something. No, I'm saying that we are going to a portion that says that brings about restriction. So, and I want to refer that to Senator Sam. He has to delete that part. So let's not deviate from the debate.
So my people, their debate does not concern me. But what concerns me is that you that is watching this video, you are getting one thing very clear. The sense and sensibility of the kind of people we are dealing with, the kind of people that any sensible human being would want us to continue living with. They want their cows to be citizens. And it will give you the idea that even the Senate president mentioned that they should move about without AK-47. But you have seen it in the video. We have nothing in common with these people. So anybody that is a true Biafran must support our Prime Minister. He is the one leading us currently, and he needs our support because he's only an individual and he is leading millions of us. Even if we pay $1, our PM will get $70 or $80 million from all of us to support what is going on, because we are fighting with animals, people who have no value for human lives. So let me continue with this.
The group that the man called Bodejo, a Fulani man called Bodejo, leads, has been classified as the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the whole world. And that man was arrested a couple of, months or years ago and charged for terrorism. Now, Tinubu, the same Tinubu, freed him a few weeks ago and entered into what they called nolle prosequi, that terminated the case and made him a free man. It's not even up to a few days after his freedom. Now they came up with this idea that they need Ministry of Livestock Development, Mieti Allah. You can see the date. Look at it here. June 23rd, 2024, just a couple of weeks ago. Now, this is it. If you go for I don't have to read it in full. They said the Fulani sociocultural group Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, has rejected a bill that seeks to establish a national agency for regulation and management of ranches in Nigeria. MACBAN's national president, Alhaji Baba Usman Ngel Zaman, announced the association's opposition to bill at the weekend while speaking to newsmen in Damaturu shortly after the inauguration of the State Executive Council of the association. He said that a Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries Development should be created instead. So that means this very news was, made after the debate at the House of Assembly concerning whether creating ranches and banning open grazing and so on and so forth. So that is when they came up with this very statement. They told Tinubu that they need Ministry of Livestock Development. So amidst hunger in the land, amidst joblessness, youth unemployment in the land, the so-called presidency or government has enough money to create a ministry which they are going to appoint almost 100% Fulanis to oversee and appoint minister at the same time, pay them huge amount of money and to go and settle their Fulani terrorists.
My people, this is the same way they appointed people in the southeast to go and create more states where they will keep their Fulani. And this is what our PM said. Because they are always...
Did you see the concept created? You see,
They don't know what is coming to them. They thought that we are fools. You first created 6 geopolitical zone. Who gave you the mandate? Did you seek the consent of the people before creating the 6 geopolitical zone? Were there a referendum that people agreed to be in a geopolitical zone? The answer is no. This is a total freedom for Biafra. And we are going back to the foundation, 1914. That was when this problem started. If you don't visit that foundation, 1914, believe me, Nigeria will burn down if you try to impose any regional government again without the consent of the people. The revolution that is coming will be so brutal. I am telling you the fact, and I'm going to lead it. It will start from the southeast. Enough is enough. As it stands today, the Biafra government in exile and in homeland, the de facto government, of which I am the prime minister, is the only legitimate government that speaks for the Biafra people.
This is it. We are fighting it tooth and nail, as I said yesterday. If not that the people of this evil entity, the Zoological Republic, controlled by the Fulanis, if not that they are warlike people, they would have come to terms with our departure, because our prime minister said we have to go back to the root. 1914 amalgamation. This is 110 years or 100 and thereabout that amalgamation took place. So this amalgamation said anyone after 100 years, any of the nations that do not want to continue to remain in that contraption can go. If they had allowed us to go, right from the time Onyendu was calling for referendum is just there for you to say yes or no. Yes or no. It will give you the opportunity to remain with Biafra or to say no, but they refused. And now our prime minister have outsmarted Nigeria. According to one of our American lobbyists, he said that our prime minister has a very good leadership quality, especially for the fact that he outsmarted Nigeria by conducting the self-referendum. Hello, Innocent. Thank you for joining. Please, my people, remember to click the like button so that it will invite other Biafrans to join what we are doing. If anyone wants the link to speak to Biafrans, please indicate. You know? So my people, as I was saying, this lobbyist said that our PM is very smart and has very good leadership quality, that he outsmarted Nigeria. He outsmarted Nigeria by conducting referendum. So he said here now, in this speech, that we will go back to the root, to the 1914 amalgamation laws. By what Odenangwa was reading, you all now know that this new ministry that Zoo government has created, which our PM said this morning in his Twitter handle, that is not going to exist in Biafraland. It will not exist because they have left Ruga. Now it is Ministry of Livestock. What do they mean by that? Ministry of Livestock. Really? Our land continues to be their target. They will not get it. They will not.
Which they call herdsmen or Fulani bandits in Zamfara, amid hunger in the land, and they are still debating how much they want to pay laborers. Mad people everywhere. So because I don't want to talk further, I don't want to talk too much, let me just play you the video. I want to show you how full and how these people are trooping in. That it is either now we get Biafra or we all perish like the Middle Beltans. It is either now. I want you to watch this very video and see how they are trooping into the Zoological Republic and taking it over by fire by force.
Yes. Let me see the video. I think I have it somewhere to show you. Even our PM one time, he showed us the video that these people is coming in their thousands. You know, they are trooping in. They want to come in and take over our land. We will not allow them. They will not come in. They will not. Biafraland remains, you know, Biafraland remains their target. Let me see if it is this one. You see them? You see them? Thousands.
Hello Sunusi. Da Allah ina son kana ji. Ka biyo bakin hanya duka ka gaya ma mutane cewa da Allah ga.
Hello, Sonny. Yes. No, very soon they will understand. The zoo government, they will understand very soon. My brother is talking about zoo terrorists trooping in. So let me play it.
You the video. I want to show you how full and how these people are trooping in. That it is either now we get Biafra or we all perish like the Middle Beltans. It is either now. I want you to watch this very video and see how they are trooping into the Zoological Republic and taking it over by fire, by force.
Yes, you have all you've seen it. And the military will always protect them.
Hello Sunusi. Da Allah ina son kana ji. Ka biyo bakin hanya duka ka gaya ma mutane cewa.
We are food. You first created, you see, they don't know what is. You first created 6 geopolitical zone. Who gave you the mandate? Did you seek the consent of the people before creating the 6 geopolitical zone?
No, they don't ever seek consent. As Sonny said, these people, in fact, they are not educated. They don't know what it means to trespassing into someone's land. They don't know what it means to invite somebody or to take somebody's consent. Taking consent is not in the agenda at all. So they don't understand that government in exile is government in exile.
Were there a referendum that people agreed to be in a geopolitical zone? The answer is no. This is a total freedom for Biafra. And we are going back to the foundation, 1914. That was when this problem started. If you don't visit that foundation, 1914, believe me, Nigeria will burn down if you try to impose any regional government again without the consent of the people. The revolution that is coming will be so brutal. I am telling you the fact, and I'm going to lead it. It will start from the southeast. Enough is enough. As it stands today, the Biafra government in exile and in homeland, the de facto government, of which I am the prime minister, is the only legitimate government that speaks for the Biafra people.
My people, a lot is going on.
They don't know what is coming to them.
A lot is going on.
Of the government, they now have ministry. And of course, we have come to the end of this very broadcast. We are coming live this very evening. I want everyone up.
So my people, this is it. We really don't have much to talk about except what our PM said. I will read it again so that everybody will understand what our PM is talking about. These people, They have taken too much. They have beaten more than they can chew. You know, they have beaten so much. They thought we are fools. We are not fools. Yes, this livestock issue, our PM said here, with the so-called livestock ministry, the Biafra government is considering ban and eviction of all cows and their accompanying terrorists parading as herdsmen in Biafra territory. So you all know that this is the reason why our Onyendu was held in the first place. So I will leave you all here. If I hear any information from our PM, I will not hesitate to come and notify you people of what is going on. I will say good evening from here. You have a wonderful evening. God willing, tomorrow I will be here again. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. Bye-bye, my people. Thank you for watching. Remember to click the like button and share so that the message will go viral to our people in homeland. I love you all, and may God continue to bless you all.